word of advice that you would give young students in mathematics, especially young girls who are pursuing the fields of STEM?
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. First, I will address a very general thing for nothing to do with mathematics. Okay. My thing is you should have love and passion for what you do. That's what I understood. And second thing is once I have love and passion for something, then I want to have some kind of excellence. That is, I should try to reach my potential at that. Okay. Nobody can reach a potential, but you should just strive to reach it. Then that means you have to acquire the necessary skills to do that. That is by means of training, books, or talking to experts in the field like that. So you should never hesitate. And third thing is, without any doubt, hard work. Never, okay? But once if you are driven by passion and love, naturally hard work will be more or less a byproduct for me. Okay? I don't have to say, oh, I have to work hard for this. No, it automatically comes. You enjoy doing it, so it will come. Okay? The fourth thing is the so-called perseverance, that tenacity, and never say die attitude. You should keep doing. And it has nothing to do with mathematics. In any walk of life, anything, you take something, you want to succeed, I think these are the four things which is needed. And coming to girls, there are two things. Gandhiji said it. In fact, that's why in MTTS, I take very, very special care that students, girl students from remote areas, okay, we make sure they attend. And from remote areas, village, the parents will be afraid. She will be just about 19 or 18 or 20. They may be afraid to send. Yeah. Okay. Then we even make a call to them. And not only that, usually we don't select more than one person from the college. But I know this girl may not come on her own. So either if it's a girls' college, we select another girl student. Or if it's a co-education, I select another boy. Okay. So that the parents have some kind of faith. Okay. Their daughter will be safe. Okay. So we also talk to them, call them. Don't worry, this is a golden opportunity. And then if you want, I will give you various other girls who would participate. You can talk to them, that kind of thing. The reason why I did that is what I want to explain. When I was young, I read one of Gandhiji's saying. He said, you teach a boy, okay, you take care of one person. You teach a girl, you take care of a family. Okay. And that somehow stuck in my mind. Because girls become mothers and they teach. They a lot of good things. Okay, various things. And much more interesting, this is something reason. All of you will love to hear that. Okay, it's less than around 10 years possibly. You know that intelligence, people always say it's passed from, oh, his father is a mathematician, that's why this fellow became also good at maths. Or she is good at, his father is good at drawing, that's why he good. Do you know that? The intelligence is passed from mother's side, not from father's side. Science has proved it today. So if I want an intelligent society in our country, so whom should I target? Girls.
Women, girls.
That's why. And this is a kind of a substantiation of my a kind of a principle. It came, as I said, less than 10 years. But Gandhiji's idea was the first one which struck my mind. So I think you should never, you're not second to anybody. In fact, you are equally better. And another thing which you should know, again, you might have heard, multitasking is very difficult. Actually, when you say multitasking, you are not multitasking. What really happens is, so if you are doing some, let's say even two at a time, your brain within fraction of a second switches it off and concentrates on the other, keeps it doing, and then switches it off, comes to the first one, right? And again, you will be surprised. It's a woman's brain is wired for multitasking. Okay, this is not to kind of what you call flatter you guys or something. The point is that one has to see this is science, and you have to understand, because when I see women doing a lot of things you really appreciate. For example, when my wife does, she can do multitasking, whereas I'm single focus. If I do something, it's very difficult for me to get out. Otherwise, I should completely shut it off and concentrate on the other. Whereas she can shift quickly and come back again. Then I started wondering. Then human science has proved it. So you are never inferior to anybody. Okay, you are not second-rate thing. Yeah, okay. And again, as you know, I mean, original hunters were women, not men. If you have any doubt, look at lion and lioness, you know the truth. So it's unfortunate. Somehow the male species started dominating, especially in human species. I don't think it happens in other species. So all of you can do well, and now there are too many success stories to recount.